Hi there. Monday on Astro Oracles. It seems like a good while back I spoke to you last, so new stuff on the channel and with the work I'm doing. I made a new homepage. It's at oakoracles.com. The Patreon and the coffee is at Oak Oracles. And there is actually another channel which was once called Mind the Wild, but is now called Oak Oracles. And I plan to share some of the more earthbound stuff I like to look into, and if I feel like speculating wildly or speaking to some dryads or some deities or something, I think it'll be over there. And this will be what you know, what the content you know and love, high etheric collective special consciousness is coming to you from another part of our shared galaxy. All that good stuff, unicorns, dragons, So I'm very glad you're here. And I actually think I'd like to keep up with the energy updates because I also enjoy it a lot myself, and it seems like those of you who tune in also take something from it. But I think I'll try to rotate and revolve a bit, do the old channeling roulette, and then kind of pass the baton to different species from month to month. And it'll be the Elohim this month because I felt like checking in with them. And I also wanted to thank Braden for his recent generosity, and to those of you who support me on Coffee, Heather, Carla, Laurie, Silesh, Sophia, Kevin, thank you so much for your support over there. And what I have begun doing and been working on is I've gotten an AI to transcribe all of the channelings, and now I'm working myself up to doing these pamphlets. And the first one of them, small ebooks, the first one of them is already out, and you can get that at Patreon. If you sign up, you'll get all of them for free. Otherwise, they're for sale for €7 a pop. Actually, it takes kind of a lot of time and is a lot of work, but I do enjoy doing it, and I'm also kind of happy to then be able to bring that. It's a steal, I might say, for the membership. You can get it a lot cheaper, all of them, if you're interested. And I actually think a lot of the stuff is really interesting revisiting. And even though I much like to do these spoken word channelings, it is often so compact, so condensed, and also layered with entendres and different meaning that actually works better in writing. So I think an entirely new side of it comes out. And the one that's already available out there is the ancient shape-shifting reptilian message to the world. Some of the very first channelings I did, and we'll be looking more into what's been going on with the dragons at some point, I guess. But for now, the month of May 2025 is upon us, and it's looking disconcertingly bright and sunny up here in Northern Europe already. So let's see how this turns out. But I hope the weather is with you, and I hope you'll have a lovely month. Much love to you guys. Salam. Peace. Shanti. Pace. Peace, peace, peace. Stillness in all hearts, beyond the stirring and the pulse of life. Stillness is our nature. Stillness is yours. The Elohim speak. And today, I speak to you, addressing you personally for the first time in this shape and configuration through this medium. There are fewer of us than there are of you. We are only 144,000. And among those 144,000, I am the prime mover, the eldest among us, and so my name is El. And I hold rest, respite, stillness for all of our collective, and now for you as well. Darling humans, you ask me to read the energy and make predictions and offer helpful advice for this cycle of time emerging in front of you, which you must move through, swimming through this medium of time as you do, but rarely backstroking, often struggling to keep afloat, afraid that time and its depths, its dark waters will swallow you up. Be assured, this is a time to float with time and feel the river of being carrying you timely and properly towards your goal. Float in time. We have entitled this message and the advice which I, El, on behalf of all of the Elohim, I offer you this day. Float in time. You are buoyant. You can float. There is a system of pressures, sensitivities, a homeostasis within you, which is temporal and which is always fitted to the movement of time. You have forgotten much of this because it is taught that you must become, and becoming is adverse to the flow of time, because time is always arriving and departing at the same instance. This means that becoming is the idea that you can dive into time with an intention, move along with it for a brief duration, and then emerge from these waters, this swim, to have become something else, something static. There is no shoreline keeping you dry from the waves and the pull of the tide of time. There is no faraway beach you can crawl onto and dry yourself out and seek respite from this. Much as your whales, your seals, fish, octopus, all creatures of the sea which have found peace with this element. You are always floating, always diving, always afloat and floating in time. So proper timing is not a question of doing, it's not a question of lining up your intent. It's a question of feeling what is available and possible to you at any given instance. So the currents of time are moods, they are opportunity, they are weather, circumstances, climate, the count of hours, the fall of days, and the passage of months. All these have their inherent rhythms, and within them there are currents of intensity, of effervescent mood and opportunity passing through. And these you can grow better and better at detecting. And much as those creatures of the sea, the gracile dolphins and their hop skipping through the waters, much as those creatures, you also learn to feel both the warm and the cold currents and steer yourself easily to places where you are either carried away or where you can prevent yourself from being carried off. This is the knowledge of time. And these techniques made available to you, the disincarnate voices speaking through our seers and oracles, our mediums and guides. This is one form of counseling, of sensing the sensitivity to these currents and moods stirring within you and learning to navigate them. Your methods of divination, your prayers, your understanding of the heavenly bodies and their influence and movement on your experience of reality and your energy configuration. All this cultivates you as somebody who is able to swim with the currents of time and float in time itself. And this is required of you in these moods which are passing through your collective in this month of May of your calendar. See, a challenge which humanity is facing at present is the sense that you can imagine everything, but you feel paralyzed to do anything. And so your sense of vision and your sense of opportunity are disconnected. And the element connecting these two are the element of time. And the dimension of time which you are exploring, which you have known as the 5D, and which is upon you, and that you are discovering the very early constituents of, getting a feel for, sensing as something which is available to you, but yet intangible and strange. This is connected to linking vision, imagination, and mind with opportunity, creation, and manifestation. And this is what all of your guides have been telling you over and over again. Create your reality. The world is mind, and your intuition is the compass and the fuel for that process. And so know when you float in time and you allow to sense these moods and become sensitive to them, your visions will present themselves. Often in dreams or states of clarity, they will float in from the left side, and they will move out through your right when these occurrences or instances of connection is afforded them. And we are simply using bodily imagery here. They might arise from the ground and seek upwards. They might descend into your head and wish to come out your heart through tears or spoken words of truth. There might be many ways in which you express the inspiration and the spirit moving into you. And there might be many ways in which the spirit makes itself present and alerts you as a sense of guidance, a sense of direction, a current in time moving you along with its gentle ripples. So there is no sinking down into these depths. It is a process which holds you, uplifts you, and carries you off and away. This is floating in time. Therefore, dear ones, in this month of May 2025 of your calendar, float in time, and you shall see things come to be which you have hoped for and dreamed of. With love, I, El of the Elohim, I bless you from the still waters of my being and into the clear, deep waters of yours. May serene peace always be upon you, with you, and in you. With love, farewell. Amen. Much love, guys.